Reminded me of Machine Head. This is very weird, isn't it? That was a drop a minute ago, but there wasn't a lot of substance added afterwards. And I feel like it's going somewhere totally different. Like I say, it's excuse me, it's reminding me of Machine Head. And I can't for the life of me think of what exact Machine Head song, but it's Machine Heady. I like that. I like that a lot. This is already a weird video as well. I'm going back 5 more seconds. There was a drop and nothing happened. What? Okay. I like this. This drummer's doing some bits as well, isn't he? I've done him a bit dirty there, but I've gone back 10 seconds. We can pause it there. It's okay. He's an entertainer. He can take it, right? If he looks a bit silly in a screenshot, he'll be fine. The machine headiness has kind of gone away, especially with that little drumming situation. Also, that noise, you know, the weird noise they're making with their guitar there in the whole intro-y bit. That's dope. That sounds really awesome. I'm listening to these lyrics. Well, I'm liking the lyrics so far. But these, I've heard of these guys. I've never sat and listened to them. There's that song about whales. Something whales. I'm sure someone will tell me, but I've heard of that song. I've never listened to it, so I was gonna do this, and then you know what I mean. I literally went on most popular, and this had the most views, so I just went straight for this one. But let me know as we go forward, because I'm liking this already. Excuse me. This part, the part, is it just written to sound like it's got a weird timing, or does it actually have a weird timing? I've been trying to figure it out. This first 2 minutes, the first time I heard it, I'm like, that sounds like the timing's off. But is it, or is it just the way that it sounds? That was a change up, wasn't it? Okay, I need it just to decompress a second. This is really, really cool. I'm trying to take in too much. I'm gonna go back 5 more. His vocals, it's weird so far. It's like he's not screaming, he's not really singing, he's somewhere in between. You know what I mean? It's like a oh, what does Elizabeth from Charismatic Voice? Epiglottal something. He's doing something with his epiglottis. It sounds like, I don't know, because that's just not who I am. I don't know those kind of things, but that's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? It's like when you shout and then your throat starts doing that, like you're like fuck, and then afterwards you're like because your shit was shaking about too much. You know, it sounds like he's doing this, obviously in a more controlled way to not fuck his throat up, but it's like I say, it's not singing, but it's not screaming, is it? It's like somewhere in between, and I like it. It's a good first impression on me. I don't know about you. And are they layering it, or are the other guys also saying something in the background? It feels like there's another layer there to give it a bit of juice. You know what I mean? Because if not, he's doing a great job just on his own. You know what I'm saying? And this also, it's just a weird video, and I'm finding it very tough to follow. But also, the imagery in it is lending itself nicely to the sound of the music. You know what I mean? And I'm liking it a lot. I like it. The sort of when they played that stuff backwards and she was like just moving weird. I like that kind of stuff like that. Like that one Slipknot video where it's like stop motion as she's walking through the city. It's like Vermilion, one of the Vermilion parts. So cool. So cool. Anyway. Sorry, friends, let's crack on. There's not long left, and I'm waffling. That's so... Somebody help me. What band does this sound like? After this, and the change-up, I almost want to say like Alice in Chains, or it's giving me like that... Is it? It so is, right? It so is Alice in Chains, but it's like Black Hole Sun sounding type shit, right? Ooh. Oh. It reminds me of Pantera, not Machine Head. The Dylan. That's what it's reminding me of. That was really, really good. That was really, really good. I liked that bit at the end there that was like Alice in Chainsy. Or am I even right? Because I said fucking Machine Head before when I meant Pantera. But they're kind of, you know what I mean? They can run in the same leagues as each other. They're Pantera and Machine Head. They're fine. They're big boys. They can do it. So, first off, I can totally understand the popularity of these guys. Absolutely. I mean, even the shots of like them performing, none of them look like dickheads. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let me maybe explain. Sometimes you see somebody performing and they've got that like cockiness to them. You know, even in music videos, like you can see right through it. These dudes just seem like normal dudes. You know what I mean? So I like that. I like that a lot. I like that I can relate to them because they're not in my face and rock starry. You know, they're not the rock star version of rappers. Like, look at my cars and my clothes and my women. I just don't care. So I like that. They seem to be normal dudes. And then they play this awesome song. They play this fantastic song to me that gets me all thinking about the past, but also being like, what the hell is going on? This is new. Like that weird guitar sound. Oh, and then they fell back into something nostalgic that was reminded me of Alice in Chains. And you can't really go wrong. I really like it's the same as, I mean, I know it's totally on a opposite sort of thing, but Bandmade is a lot of why I like Bandmade. They're fresh and they're new and they're doing new shit, but there's nostalgia like sort of sewn in there a little bit. You know what I mean? This is what this one song felt like. You know, I know for a fact that when I'm 4 or 5 songs down the line, I'm gonna be like, okay, I might be wrong. You know what I mean? Because it's just my first listen. I've never heard these guys before. I've heard of them, of course, but I've really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed it a lot. I like the griminess to the video. I like it. There wasn't a lot of fat to it, was there? There weren't a lot of frills and sparkly bits, and you know what I mean. Like the main riff is just so basic and simple, but it's not about that. It's not about the being like. It's just about the raw feeling of the music. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me. It's how it initially comes across. This feels like one of those moments when it's the same as when I first started listening to Ginger. It was like, there's this band that I know are massive. I know that, beyond just the initial front of the band, there's so many fans and so many songs and so much, like, history, and there's a story to it, and there's so much stuff I don't know. I feel like I'm at one of those points where it's like, it's not just some band that, oh yeah, that was cool, and then we move on, right? This feels like it's a massive bag to dig into. You know what I'm saying? And Ginger felt exactly the same. It was like a Nightwish, and like, all of these bands that are like so big and so huge, and in my head I know that, but I've never listened to them. This is one of those bands I know for a fact that I'm going to be sitting here in 6 months' time, and these guys are all over my playlist. Like, you know what I mean? I know words to this song. I know exactly where the break is in this song. I know what's going on over here. Like, I just know it, and I'm really excited. So please, other than the Wales song, it's something Wales. Come on, brain. I'm going to listen to that next, and then from there, I have no idea where to go. So please let me know in the comments and stuff like that where I should go from here. Give me suggestions, and I appreciate it in advance. Thank you so much, my friends. But yeah, I'm going to start waffling. I hope everyone is all good. I hope you're having a great day. You might have seen at the start of the video, after my little Patreon thing, there's like a GoFundMe stuff. The link will be below. Please don't ever feel obligated to donate to that, but it is there as an option if you do want to help me sort my teeth out. I want to go get new teeth. I want that confidence back. I want my smile back. You know what I mean? I want it all back. So if you can help, just know that I love you sincerely. Thank you so much in advance. Big love to the people that have already donated. We're like a sixth of the way there already. It blows my mind. And yeah, just thank you in advance. And like I say, if it's not your thing, just ignore me right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you, even a quid, chucking a quid into the pot, every little helps, right? Big up Tesco. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling. Much love to my patrons, as always. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like I say, leave me some suggestions and stuff down below. And if you're not subbed and stuff around here, what are you waiting for? Smash that sub button. It's totally free, and it helps me out a lot. It helps me out so much you don't even know. But thank you for being here, my friends. Please, most importantly, when you're out and about in the scary world, please take care and please stay safe, because I do want to see you in the next one, because you're awesome and you're righteous. Peace and love, my friends.